in general. Like whenever I play PoE, I always have it up, and I do think that contributes to kind of a more weird experience playing and just having this map up over the screen the whole time. So I actually understand where they're coming from.
But just don't have it up then.
Thought we'd do a little Fortnite.
Say what?
Just don't have it up.
Juice flowing, you know.
Well, why would you? Well, the thing is, like,
we'll switch
if you
over to
have an
Diablo
advantage
4.
that's so important that gives you, like, because obviously the reason why I have it up is because it's useful,
All right?
right?
Let's get to it.
And so if it's so useful that everybody is going to have it up all the time, which is what I think they would do. I could be wrong, but that's definitely what I would do, is have it up all the time. And in doing so, you end up not really seeing what's going on in the game. Like, do you see that as being a good thing? Because I don't really think so.
But instead, I'm spamming M. If you like, so many streamers, it's like M. And
I completely agree with you. I think they should allow you to zoom out the minimap more. I
I'm
think that's
so
what
worried that the solution would be like, we understood that a lot of players were opening the map repeatedly. The map now has an opening animation where your character kneels, opens up a map.
Oh, that's good. New World had that.
Oh my god, that's what I'm worried will happen.
Yeah.
So when you bring up the journal for quests to see, like, we're going back to this, it puts the map overlay over. So to look up a quest, you can't see your character. Now, the flip side of this is playing couch co-op on hardcore is awesome, because anytime you don't like the player you're playing with, if you're tankier than they are, you just bring up that full screen map in a dangerous moment. And there's like next levels of couch co-op that have yet to be explored.
It is what it is.
So there's multiple forms of PvP. I didn't even know about that.
More money.
That's great.
That's great.
But I mean, I agree with Asmon here. Like, personally, I'm a huge like map overlay enjoyer. Actually, like in PoE, I don't look at the screen. I look at the map. But in Diablo 4, I don't miss the overlay map very much. I gotta say, like, you know, you have like this, you know, the right click, the pin on the map. You can use that, and I actually started using that, and it works. It works fine. And in dungeons, if you know the dungeon layouts, I feel like it's really unnecessary. Like if you run the dungeon a few times, you know the layout, you know they're kind of similar, and you know that okay, there's a side room here and a side room there, and you know you kind of go through them and you know your way around. So
the pin is so bad. It's the DPS equivalent of sending you to the ocean. It's like I click and it's like, okay, here it stops, and it just like goes through the mountain, and I'm like, bro, like I want my overlay map.
I don't understand how that, like, have y'all played Lost Ark before?
No.
Yeah.
In Lost Ark, so like if you click, like let's say there's a road with like a bend in it, and if you click on the other side of the road, the horse will walk around the bend. If you click on the other side of the road in Diablo 4, the horse will just walk into the wall. Why is that? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense.
Horses are just not as smart in Diablo. It's pretty obvious.
It's true, yeah. In Lost Ark, we do have unicorns, so it makes sense.
I've said it on my stream a few times now, but the mount that I want in this game is like a freight train. I want to just stampede over the mobs. I want their scrawny barriers to be like completely obliterated when I walk through them. I want NPCs to be trampled and recover like a minute later. Like this is the mount that I want in Diablo 4. I don't want like the donkey's first time riding, you know?
And I did find it a little bit sad, just from an RP point of view. I found it a little bit sad that like all the like dismount abilities are like the coolest thing ever. The only one that's useful is Sork. Like the rogue pops off, fires like a volley of 1 damage arrows. The druid jumps off, goes like Giga Slam for like 17 damage. And I'm like, bro, why can't like, it's not like I'm gonna spam them. They have like a crazy long cooldown. I'm not gonna get back on my mount to go farm monsters. Like, please, like, let them like at least one hit like the normal trash monsters.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, they don't seem to like, scale with anything, right? At least they could scale with your overall character power, like you know anything else does, and you know you can actually do something with it, right? Yeah. Especially the rogue, man. The rogue is a sad story, man.
Yeah. It looks so cool. But I was like, whoa, when I did that. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to go one shot a pack with this. And it's like, one. And I was like, oh, the Cirque one's insane though.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more of that stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
maybe
very
they could
cool.
actually like allow a customization, like actually slot in like a different ability, and it would actually become a bit of like a part of the combat, like the open world exploration, right? If you focus more on open world content eventually with seasonal stuff or whatever, they could also beef up those dismount abilities, or maybe even some other benefits that they can get from
Mounted
your mount.
attacks.
I guess I'll play with some random
Yeah,
squads.
not that maybe this would be too much, but at least having you have no abilities, right? You only have this dismount, and you have this dismount attack and the boost, right? And there's 3 extra slots that you can fill with some stuff, right? Where maybe a bit like the dragon riding in WoW, there could be more abilities that actually do something, and just spice it up basically, and maybe another attack you can do or whatever.
Well, hopefully, what happened in WoW is they added extra abilities to dragon riding, throughout the expansion.
Amount up again into the next pack, and this